Look at this stunning African basil. Did you know that this is called African basil? Some call it omojaja. It's good for tea as well. Doesn't it look fresh, full of life, and ready to jump in your next cup of tea? Here's what most people don't realize. If you don't know how to store it right, you could be ruining your basil before you even get a chance to use it. Let me take you back to Feb. This was during my gardening tour. You remember how tiny this plant was, right? It barely had a few leaves, but the right care and consistent pruning, it's growing into this beauty. That's one thing I love about African basil. It thrives with little attention. Alright, so let's talk about how to prune basil the right way, because this makes all the difference. Instead of randomly plucking leaves, always cut just above the leaf node. This spot right here. See where the leaves meet the stem? That's the node. When you cut above it, you're actually encouraging the plant to branch out and grow fuller. Think of it as telling the plant, hey, give me more. Now let's talk storage. This is where most people go wrong. A lot of people just throw basil in a plastic bag and hope for the best. But basil is delicate. It hates moisture. And if you don't store it properly, it will wilt or even mold in just a couple of days. I'm going to show you the first option here. Remove the leaves gently. You can clean them after washing, clean them with a towel. I've already done that, so we'll skip that bit and store them in a dry container like this one. You cut leaves like this, slowly by slowly. If you don't have these pruning shears, you can just use your hands and or a scissor, or don't use a knife, you might cut yourself because they are small. So for those who love convenience, you can chop your basil and add it to a nice cube tray with olive oil or freeze it, but I'm not going to do that option, maybe some other time. But each cube becomes a flavor bomb. You can toss right into your pan when cooking, or just you throw it in your tea. It's not only smart, it's low waste and delicious. Just a small added tip. After that, I just arrange them properly in this container, and then get a good spot in the fridge, put them here, and they're good to go, away from every other thing. You just keep them there in the fridge. And another method of preserving African basil is by air drying. You just hang the basil in the kitchen or store, or wherever you feel comfortable leaving it, where you know it's not going to be contaminated, or where it's not going to be exposed to anything apart from air and sun, rather air and light. This air drying process slowly removes moisture without destroying flavor. Unlike oven drying or microwaving herbs, this keeps the aroma and essential oils intact. This is one of my favorite methods. It's an old school way actually. You take your basil stems, tie them with anything. It could be a rope, could be, but I'm using a banana. I'm going to use banana fiber, and I tie them tightly, and I will arrange them first properly, just like this, and then I get the banana fiber, I tie them up just like this. You want to tie it nicely. It also look nice. You don't want to keep things shabby in your kitchen. Yeah. And then after that, we'll hang them in a cool, dry spot in your kitchen. I will first, I can either put it where I always keep spices, or I just hang it in the middle there, somewhere with good air circulation and a bit of natural light. So whether you're storing it in the fridge, drying it for later, or freezing it in flavor cubes, now you know exactly how to keep your African basil fresh, flavorful, and ready to use. Tell me in the comments which method you're going to try first. And hey, if this helped you, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more gardening tips like this.